You know a phone is trying to make a statement when the box itself looks different. And that's exactly what happens the moment you unbox the OnePlus 15. Before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really helps me keep bringing you more tech breakdowns like this one. The company's new flagship going into 2026 doesn't just arrive with upgraded hardware and a fresh coat of design polish, it quietly drops a detail that's been around for 5 generations. The Hasselblad name. And that's where things start to get interesting. So why does this matter? Because OnePlus is clearly shifting direction. The OnePlus 15 feels like a reset, visually, strategically, and even philosophically. Everything from the packaging to the camera engine points to a company trying to redefine what its flagship stands for, and this first look reveals more about that shift than you'd expect. Let's start with the unboxing. If you're in India, you're getting the full OnePlus experience. The signature red box, a 120-watt fast charger, a matching cable, and even a silicone case. It's almost nostalgic at this point, especially when you compare it to the EU and US models, which come in much slimmer boxes with just a cable inside. It's a reminder of how regional the smartphone experience has become, where some markets still get the complete kit, while others are slowly being guided toward the charger-free future. But accessories are only the beginning. The bundled case is fine, but OnePlus is also selling 3 first-party cases, and one of them immediately stands out: the hole-patterned magnetic case. This thing's pretty wild. If you've ever built a gaming PC or just spent way too much time looking at cases from Cooler Master or Deepcool, the design will feel familiar. The back features a grid of square cutouts you can customize with tiny colored rubber inserts. OnePlus includes these bright red pieces, and while you can't fill every hole, the ones you attach actually stick out slightly, adding a bit of tactility. It's playful in a way smartphones rarely are anymore. Functionally, the case matters too. It includes a magnetic coil, think MagSafe style, that lets you attach magnetic chargers like OnePlus's own AirVook 50-watt magnetic charger. And here's the catch. The OnePlus 15 itself doesn't have magnets inside it, so if you want magnetic charging, you have to use one of these cases. It's a workaround, but at least it gives you the option without redesigning the phone's internals. Speaking of the phone, the design has evolved again this year. The OnePlus 15 continues the squared-off camera island look we saw on the 13s. It's almost like a tiny version of the phone placed on the back, a flat-sided, rounded-cornered module that replaces the circular camera rings of the OnePlus 12 and OnePlus 13. If you compare all 3 generations side by side, it's like watching a natural evolution, from the polished aluminum-framed circular designs of the past 2 years to this new, more geometric approach. OnePlus is clearly leaning into symmetry and a cleaner aesthetic, even if not everyone agrees with the direction. What's interesting is how the 12 and 13 still hold up visually. Polished aluminum frames, flowing glass, precise radii, they look like premium hardware even today. And then there's the 15. Let's just say the article's author was probably grateful they weren't allowed to share opinions yet. That alone tells you the design might divide people more than usual. Inside, the phone ships with OxygenOS 16 on top of Android 16. The software introduces new animations, smoother performance, redesigned lock screen effects, and a refreshed set of AI-powered features. It feels like OnePlus wants the software to stand out as much as the hardware this year, a shift that lines up with the broader trend of phones using AI not as a gimmick, but as a core part of the experience. The article doesn't dive deep into it, but it's clear that OxygenOS 16 is a major part of the OnePlus 15 story. Then there's the camera system. 3 50-megapixel sensors on the back, covering main, telephoto, and ultra-wide. But the headline is what's missing: the Hasselblad branding. After 5 generations of OnePlus leaning hard into that partnership, it's gone. Instead, the phone debuts something called the Detail Max engine. No one's giving verdicts yet, but OnePlus is confident enough to let the images speak for themselves. The samples show promise: sharp detail, consistent color, and a familiar OnePlus look, but the real test will come when it's compared directly with the OnePlus 13. And that comparison is coming soon. For now, this first look paints a picture of a flagship that's evolving, not just in appearance, but in identity. OnePlus is rethinking how its top-tier phone should feel, what it should emphasize, and how much of its past it wants to carry into the future. If the OnePlus 15 is a sign of what the company is planning for 2026, the full review is going to be an interesting one. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.